ladies and gentlemen, for attending this meeting, for those of us that are here in person, and those of us that may be joining us remotely. My name is Mr. Steinhardt, and what we're doing today is we're opening up the advertised bids for the fiscal year 22 services, and there's a whole range of services from borrow materials, crack sealing, guardrails, line striping, pavement materials, emergency tree service, and vehicle and equipment repairs. Okay, so that's what we're going to be opening. I'm going to waive all of the other language in this bid opening, and I'm going to proceed on to the first category. Today in attendance with us is DPW Director Randy Brown and DPW Office Manager Christy Mayette, and helping to run our audio visual today is none other than Dennis Clark. Okay, the first one is
Pavement materials.
pavement materials. There's always a mystery with some of these. Okay, it's Palmer Paving. And their prices are coal patch, 105 per ton, double dense 70, dense top 70, berm mix 70, 3/8 hot mix, surface course standard top $65 a ton, and they have facilities in 5 or 6 area communities. Okay, they got the corporate board. Certificate of non-collusion. And I think if we need an insurance, we can get that anytime. We need that. I'm just surprised they didn't put it in a nice envelope. Okay, the next one is Ondric, ONDRIC Materials and Recycling LLC, 22 Industry Road, Chicopee, Mass. 01020. Okay, they have 2 facilities in Chicopee. Pavement material, coal patch 109. Double dense 69, dense top 67, berm mix 69, 3/8 hot mix 64, and these are all units per ton. Nothing else added, signed off, okay on debarment. Issues relating to descriptions of the product. Safety data sheet. Next one is Northeast Paving, Eurovia Atlantic Coast LLC, 216 Mount Herman Station Road, Northfield, Massachusetts, 01360. Okay, their 2 locations are Westfield, Mass. and Granby, Mass. Okay, we have a corporate board vote, certificate of non-collusion. Unit prices are for the coal patch, 115 per ton, double dense 65, dense top 65, berm mix 69, 3/8 hot mix, surface course standard top 64, all per ton. Okay, the next category is crack sealing. Bid is Indus INDUS, 825 Granite Street, Braintree, Massachusetts, 02184. Okay, we have a bid bond. Certificate of non-collusion, state tax attestation, information about no pending legals, certificate of corporate vote, attached list of all their different projects. Okay. They understand they need to pay prevailing wages. Okay, town roads, let's see, estimated quantity of crack sealing material, $11.99. Estimated 5,000 gallons for the quantity, a total of $59,950. Crack sealing of parking lots, rubberized, estimated 2,000 gallons, unit price $19.97 for a total of $39,940.00. Let's see, for a total of both bid elements of $99,890.00, both in numbers and in writing. No addenda were issued, so nothing was submitted regarding that. Now, when these people do they have like a minimum size parking lot when they have to do something?
I size it for our parking lots, in case you want to do.
Okay, well, that's,
It's based on a day.
I mean, I like the idea of having this there in case we could use them, rather than some of these other smaller entities that can't do it, so
Yeah.
I like the idea of
Yeah,
having that.
we talked about
We
that.
might be using it.
Yep, absolutely.
That's
That's
somewhere
why I
along
said.
the line. Okay, next category is borrow materials. And Dennis, we're not talking about libraries. First one is John S. Lane and Son Incorporated, Post Office Box 125, Westfield, Mass. 01086. Okay. Gravel borrow 1265, process gravel borrow 1265, sand borrow 1375, 2-inch crushed stone borrow 1410, 1.5 crushed stone 1410, 3/4 crushed stone barrel 1440, half crushed stone barrel 1470, 3/8 crushed stone barrel 1510. Let's see, dense grade crushed stone 12.90, riprap 1905, stone screenings 1125, loam borrow 1975, 6-inch stone surge stone $16.10 per unit price, manufactured stone sand 13.75, stone dust 12.90, recycled aggregate base 9.75 per ton. 3-inch and 3/4-inch round stones, they're both not applicable. 1.5-inch gravel borrow 12.65, 1.5-inch or half-inch hard pack not applicable. Washed concrete sand 13.60. Is that? Because the other ones were tons.
Those are all per tons, but the P is a designation of the facility.
Oh, it's where it comes from, okay. Okay. All right, and they have facilities in Westfield, East Hampton, all prices FOB. Let's see, no addenda. Okay, the next one is Ondrick Materials and Recycling, LLC, 22 Industry Road, Chicopee, Mass. 01020. Okay, the first four categories of gravel burrow, processed gravel burrow, sand burrow, 2-inch stone burrow, 1.5 inch are not applicable. 3/4 crushed stone barrel, 19.65 per ton. Let's see, all the other ones are not applicable until we get down to recycled aggregate base of $6.35 per ton. The next four are not applicable. We get down to 1/2 inch hard pack, 6.85 cents per ton. And then nothing else is submitted. Their locations are in Chicopee. No mention of any addenda, and it is signed off, and there's a debarment certificate. Okay, the next one for borrow is Crestview Construction and Trucking Incorporated, 25 Industrial Road, Southwick, Mass. 01077. Okay, this is a gravel burrow, $15 per ton. Processed gravel, not applicable. Sand burrow, $12 per ton. All non-applicables down to loam burrow, $28 per ton. And then four more not applicables get down to 3-inch minus round stone unwashed, $11 per ton. 3/4 minus round stone unwashed, $11. 1.5 gravel borrow, $15. And then the rest are not applicable. Location is in West Suffield. No addenda were sent, so none were received. Next category, line striping. Wow, we got quite a few bids, huh? Okay, first one. K5 Corporation, 9 Rockview Way, Rockland, Mass. 02370.
Rock Island.
I think I've seen it spelled that way before. Okay, let's see this. Okay, we got the corporate safety statement, liability insurance, additional insurance,
Back in the chip,
certified payroll compliance, listing of many, multiple projects. Okay. Certificate of compliance with honoring prevailing wages. Center lines and edge lines, 0.052 cents, 52 thousandths. Estimated quantity, 930,000 linear feet. Total amount, 48,360.00. Stop bars, 0.75, meaning 75 cents. Estimated 1,500 linear feet for a total of $1,125. Total figures 49,485.00 in both figures and in letters. No addenda were sent and asked for, so it acknowledges them none. Next one, Atlantic Paving, Marking Incorporated, 15 Industrial Road, Prospect, Connecticut, 06712. Okay, it acknowledges the prevailing wages. It's got a list of all the references, Mass DOT certification, all different places and locations. It discusses the product materials, their equipment list, and insurance certificate. Okay, center lines and edge lines, .047, which is 47 thousandths. Times our estimated 930,000 linear feet for a total of $43,710. Stop bars, 0.70 cents, so 7/10 of, I guess, $1. 1,500 linear feet, $1,050 for a total of $44,760.00. Written words also. Next one is Markings Com Incorporated, 30 Riverside Drive, Pembroke, Massachusetts, 02359. Okay, it's got a list of different companies, and it states that there's also been no legal actions taken against them in the last 3 years. Projects. Sign off on the understanding of the need to pay prevailing wages. No issue about addenda. Okay, center lines and edges, .055. Times 930,000 linear feet, 51,150. Stop bars, .65 times 1,500, $975 for a total of $52,125.00. Okay, next one. Pro Finish Lines Company, 170 Halfway Pond Road, Plymouth, Mass. 02360. That's a new one. I don't think I've seen this one.
This is also evidently, I gave it in.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I think that they've hand delivered, right? One of them I hand delivered this one.
Or this one.
Okay. Okay, they signed the prevailing wage certificate. We have their references in terms of who they've done work for. No addenda for cents, so none are acknowledged. Center lines and edge lines, .055 times 930,000 linear feet for a total of 51,150. Let's see, stop bars, .33 per linear foot, 1,500 linear feet, $495 for a total of $51,645 even. $51,645. Okay, next category, guardrails. First vendor, Guardrail Solutions, LLC, 108A Front Street, West Springfield, MA 01089. Okay, there's no addenda. It's got the signed signature for the prevailing wages. It's got a list of the different references and projects over the last 5 years. Okay, item 1, guardrail post, $130 per unit times 60 units for $7,800. Item 2, guardrail offset block steel post, $16.80 per unit, 60 of them for $1,008 even. Item 3, steel W beam highway guard single faced per linear foot, 31.50, 500 linear feet, 15,750. Item 4, steel W beam highway guard curve, single faced, 3150 times 80 linear feet for $2,520. Item 5, steel W beam guard buried end, $900 each times 4 of them, 3,600. Steel W beam highway guard double face, $53 per linear foot, 160 linear feet for $8,480 even. Number 7, steel W beam highway guard curve double faced, $60 per linear foot times 40 estimated linear feet, $2,400. Steel W highway guard buried in, $1,600 each for $6,400. Item 9, steel W terminal section per each unit, $75, 10 of them, $750. Item 10, steel W terminal section double faced, $116, estimated for each, $464. Removal of existing highway guardrail, $3 per linear foot, 600 linear feet estimated for $1,800. Removal of existing post, wooden or steel, per each, $5, estimated 50 units, $250 for a total bid of $51,222 even. And it stipulates that it does not include the traffic control or police detail. That's the responsibility of the town. No addenda acknowledged. Okay, the next vendor for guardrails is Premier Fence, 1010 Turnpike Street, Canton, Mass. 02021. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, it's got the references, it's got the 5% bid bond. References prevailing wages and the understanding of the need to pay them. There is no addenda. I think that's just a copy of the same thing.
Hopefully it is a copy.
That's a copy. Okay, first item 1, guard post steel, unit price $180, 60 units, $10,800. Item 2, guardrail offset block steel post, $22 per unit, 60 units, $1,320. Steel W beam highway guard single faced, $30 a unit, 500 per linear foot, 500 linear feet, 15,000. Steel W beam highway guard curve single face per linear foot, $34. It's written in wording, but there's no letter, so you'll have to compute that out. 80 linear feet, 2720. Steel W-beam highway guard buried in, single-faced, 1,300 for 4 estimated, 5,200. And let's see, double-faced, steel W-beam highway guard, $42 per linear foot, 160 linear feet, $6,720. Steel W-beam highway guard curved double-faced per linear foot, $50. A linear foot, 40 linear feet, 2,000. Item 8, steel W-beam highway guard buried in, double-faced, $1,500 each, 4 units, 6,000. Item 9, steel W terminal section, single face, $150, estimated for 10 of them, $1,500. Item 10, double-faced for the terminal section, $800. 4 each, let's see, it's funny, it's 4 each. Oh, no, it says 200, but it's got 800 down there.
Right.
So it's 200 times 4 is $800.
Yep.
Let's see, removal of existing highway guard per linear foot, $5. Estimated 600 linear feet, 3,000. Removal of existing post, wooden or steel, units, price of each, $50. Times 50, estimated quantity, $2,500, for a total bid of $57,560 even. $57,560 in words too. No addenda. Okay, the next one is emergency tree maintenance. First vendor, Pathfinder Tree Service, LLC, 930 Pleasant Street, Norwood, Mass. 02062. It's a long ride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's no addenda issued, nor is there one received. Acknowledges the prevailing wages. It's got the list of the projects and references. Liability insurance certificates. OSHA documentation for the staff. Okay, tree trimming and maintenance under item 1. Climber trimmer operator with 60-foot aerial bucket truck is $158 per hour, $230 on overtime. Climber trimmer operator with 60-foot aerial lift bucket truck and chipper, $195 per hour, $300 per hour overtime. Climber trimmer operator with 60-foot bucket truck, chipper, and ground laborer, $300 per hour, $450 on cost overtime. And then a chipper, which is a rental payment based on an 8-hour day, is $1,200 on an 8, so it's not $1,200 per hour, it's $1,200 for an 8-hour day.
Per day, yeah, yeah.
Right, that'd be, you could buy a new chipper in 3 days with $1,200 an hour.
Yeah.
And then $2,000 on overtime. Tree removal, bucket truck operator, $100 an hour, overtime $175. Ground labor, $100 an hour, overtime $175. 60-foot aerial bucket truck, $50 an hour, $100 an hour overtime. 65-foot aerial lift bucket truck, $50 an hour, $100 overtime. 75-foot Alpine unit, $75 an hour, $100 an hour on overtime. Log loader and operator, $185 an hour, $250 an hour overtime. Debris removal, foreman and operator, $150 an hour, and $150 per hour on overtime. Right?
Yep, so it's written.
Ground labor, chainsaw operator, $100, $150 for overtime. Dump truck, $50 an hour, $100 for overtime. Chipper, $50 an hour, $100 for overtime. Log loader and operator, $185 an hour, $240 an hour on overtime. Miscellaneous, stump grinder. So I see that they've got their models there. And I think that model's familiar for us too.
The Vermeer, absolutely, yep.
Stump grinder, $180 an hour, $180 on overtime. Bobcat is $180, $240 for overtime. Let's see, Manitex crane, $250 an hour for regular and $400 for overtime. And a tree spray truck,
Yep, tree spray truck, yep.
$200 an hour regular time and $350 an hour on overtime. See, I'm surprised that some of these vehicles and this equipment, which is all part of the unit price of the people that show up, just isn't all baked into the hourly cost. So, okay. Okay, the next one is Top Notch Tree Service, 272 High Street, Agawam, Mass. 01001. Acknowledges the prevailing wages. It's got the list of references in other locations and other communities. Okay, first category, 60-foot climber trimmer operator, 185 regular, 225 overtime. Add on the chipper, $200 an hour, 240 overtime. Add on the truck, the chipper, the ground labor, $255, $305 overtime. Chipper, 8-hour day, $330, and then overtime, $405. So you'll have to clarify what that is. That
Right.
per hour, or is that for the whole day? So, tree removal. Bucket operator, 98 an hour, 140 OT. Ground labor, 98 an hour, 140 OT. And then the 60 and 65-foot aerial bucket trucks are $55 an hour on normal or overtime shifts. 75-foot Alpine unit is $65 per hour, both regular and overtime. Log loader and operator, 165, regular shift, 205, overtime. Foreman operator, 98, 140 on overtime. Ground labor, chainsaw operator, 98, regular, 140 overtime. Dump truck, 60 on both normal and overtime shifts. Chipper, $40 an hour for both of them. Log loader and operator, 165. Normal shift, 205, overtime. Stump grinder, 155 with the operator, regular, 185 for overtime with the operator. Skid steer, 155 with operator, 185 with operator on overtime. Okay, next vendor is Northern Tree Service, LLC, 20, 1290 Park Street, Post Office Box 790, Palmer, Mass. 01069. Okay, Board of Directors vote, list of their equipment, list of all the communities they've worked for in the last 5 years with references, all issues relating to OSHA and certifications, acknowledgement of the need to pay prevailing wages, no addenda noted, none issued. Okay, item 1, tree trimming, the operator with the 60-foot bucket truck, $135 per hour, normal shift, overtime $175. There's an asterisk, so let's see, it references a OSHA standard interpretation and refers us to an OSHA link for the crew components interpretation, and we would have to add 65 for normal and 87 for overtime per hour to items with the asterisk for a ground man, which don't we already have that here anyway? We already have a ground man.
It's a ground labor, chainsaw operator.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we had one somewhere, I think.
Which is the same rate as they have over here, right?
All right.
65 and 87.
Yeah. Let's see, and then Clive, okay, then add in the operator with the 60-foot truck and a chipper, 160 an hour, and 208 per hour overtime. Added those same things plus a ground laborer would bring it up to 225. And then on the regular and 295 with overtime. And then the chipper would be $250 for normal shift under both regular and overtime. Tree removal is bucket truck operator and ground laborer. They're both $65 per hour, 87 for overtime. 60-foot aerial truck, $40 for regular and overtime. 65-foot, $45 for regular and overtime. 75-foot alpine, $70 for both regular and overtime. Log loader and operator, $180 regular, $235 overtime. Okay, foreman and operator, $75 for normal shift and $97 for overtime. Ground labor and chainsaw operator, $65 a regular hour and $87 for overtime. Dump truck, $35 an hour, both regular and overtime. Chipper, $25 per hour, regular and overtime. Log loader operator, $180, and then $235 under overtime. Miscellaneous, stump grinder, they have a Bandit 3400, $150 an hour with an operator, $195 an hour on overtime with the operator. Skid steer, Caterpillar 299C, $180 with the operator, $235 with the operator under overtime.
What I think they're saying here is they would have another laborer work with this labor, so it'd be 2 laborers plus that equipment.
So how's that different than just adding this one on?
Well, they just want to clarify that's
Okay.
how they would operate.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, vehicle equipment repairs. Okay, the first one is Monroe Tractor, 47 Southwest Cutoff, Worcester, Mass. 01604. Okay, no addenda were sent out, so none are acknowledged as coming in. It's got a list of the references over the last 5 years. It's got a combis information. And then it's got like, oh, wow. It's got a bunch of different issues with fixing different vehicles that are pickup trucks, dump trucks, triaxles, heavy equipment, machinery, and equipment. And there's like, I don't know, what, 50 line items?
It's about 30.
Yeah, so, you know, a good number of them are, half of them are not applicable, the hourly rate, because they don't fix those, and the other half, which I guess match your fleet,
This is all roughly, yeah.
are $155 an hour. Would you say that represents what it says?
Yeah, you want to clarify just heavy equipment and.
Yeah, heavy equipment and machinery
Machinery
equipment
equipment.
are $155 an hour. Well, that made it easier.
Yep.
I need to drink a water.
We got 2 more to go.
Yeah, but we're gonna do. Okay, the next one is Cains, C-A-I-N-S, Mechanical, Post Office Box 952, Southwick, Mass. 01077. Okay, there was no addenda sent out, so there's none that needs to be acknowledged. And we have a list of all of the locations and other entities that this company has worked for. Okay, so for dump trucks, triaxles, and pickup trucks, let's say, actually, just hold on. Pickup trucks, it's $125 an hour. For dump trucks and triaxles, it's $145 an hour. For heavy equipment, it's $145 an hour. For machinery and equipment, it's $125 an hour. Now, these are turning out to be a lot easier than the other ones.
Mm.
Okay, the next one is, well, that's why I couldn't put my name on it. Okay, Sarah Ford Sales Incorporated, 245 Springfield Street, Agawam, Mass. 01001. That's the first time I've ever seen a dealership do it.
Mhm.
Certificate of liability insurance. Okay, it's got all the insurance products. Okay, they acknowledge they have no recent or pending legal actions, suits, debarments, or disqualifications by anybody, corporation or government agencies on any level. They have a list of references of the different, the last 5 years. Okay, and the only item that they're bidding on is the pickup trucks, which is $90 an hour, and all other categories are not applicable. So is that all
That's
it, Mr. Brown?
We got it all.
All right, so what I would like to do is just thank everybody for attending and sitting through this, and the Public Works Director and his staff are going to evaluate all the bids, and they're going to do whatever research is necessary, and they're going to make a recommendation to the Select Board as the awarding authority at a future date, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to close these proceedings at 3:17 p.m. on Thursday, June 10th. Thank you, Dennis.